Plus, that's 20 goons in them. Ice cream whip, triple school. I got 3 strikes, ain't got to lose. When it's all on the line, what you gonna do? Come on, I'm highly favored. Don't wanna blame me, no conversation, ain't got time for no debating. It's for the taking, no hesitation, don't try my patience. I'ma pull out 1 foot and set.
All right, Coach, we are pleased as always to be bringing you coverage of the National Football League on EA Sports. The scene a few moments ago, here it is. It's unlike any other in sport as both teams made their way out of the tunnel. These folks are fired up as their guys are ready to do battle between the Detroit Lions and the Chicago Bears. Getting toward the halfway point of the NFL season, Week 7 is underway on EA Sports. This will be taken to the back of the end zone. And they'll put up the stop sign there as his guys will get it at the 25. Now a first carry for Melvin Gordon. And he's brought down, getting this one up to about the 35. It's a gain of 10 for the Lions and a first down.
And there we see an early burst that makes him one of the leading rushers in the league.
Well, I want you to know, I listened to you yesterday when we were watching film. You said write down the word vision for him. It was on display there, wasn't it?
It certainly was, because he allows the blocks to set up in front of him. And if that continues, it could be a long afternoon for those guys trying to play some defense.
Ball up to the 35 now as they come up on 1st and 10. This is Gordon. And able to get this one across the 45 before he's brought down. It's a gain of 10 for the Lions and a first down.
And that's a run that'll energize an offensive line. They'll take that one all day long. Fundamental breakdown by the defense. You've got to be able to make plays on the edge.
Back-to-back good plays have them on the move on first down.
Watch the shit.
Now Gordon. And he works his way forward for about 4 up to the midfield stripe.
When we see those runs to the perimeter, when we see those runs to the edge, we think about big breakers, don't we? In this case, it was a modest gain, but it does open up possibilities here on 2nd down.
Following the pickup of 4, here's 2nd and 6.
Check 53's mine. Check 53's mine.
Now the former Terrapin, this is Ty Johnson. And he'll go down shy of the 40 at the 41. 9 yards to pick up there, and it's a first down.
How best to describe that one? I'd say right down Broadway on that run.
A straight ahead running. I think that might be something we see a lot of between the tackles today.
Well, he's enjoying things so far here this afternoon. Sees a crease and bursts through it for a solid gain.
Ready. Let's go. Mike, number 53. Mike, 53. Come to my world. We want it. Come to my world. 20. Check 3. Check 3.
They just do get the playoff as he'll look to throw. Maybe a little over-anxious in the pocket there. He just didn't look comfortable on that throw.
No, he didn't, because it wasn't his normal fluid delivery. And I think you might have had it right. Wasn't really confident with what he saw downfield and almost felt like he wanted to pull that one back.
Here now is 2nd and 10, again from the 41.
Hey, you got 3 down, 3 down. 31's the mic.
2nd and 10. He's got the hook up to Odell Beckham. That one covers 29 yards, first down.
They've got good playmakers on the offensive side of the ball. I don't know what happened last week to really hurt their performance and hold down their production, but I would dare say that this week in practice, there's a lot of talk about how they're going to increase their proficiency.
And that was a good start, getting the playmakers involved. You mentioned that to me pregame. That's what they did there.
Yeah, I think a lot of people think the coaching staff really gets on them, and that's how they motivate them. Most of these guys are self-motivated. They have a lot of pride in their performance.
Watch the whip. You go tight. You got tight. Go. Check 52. Showing it. Undercrush.
Now Gordon on first down. And he'll be dropped at about the 11 after only a yard.
Doubling this guy has to be a priority before moving up to the next level, because the big fella, he just ate that one alive, just stuffed it. In fact, before the game, he was talking to us, and he's like, hey, these pants make me look fat? And we said, nah, man, you're just a whole lot of guy.
He is at well over 300 pounds. He's a big man. Here's 2nd and 9, just a yard on that last run.
Watch the twist. Watch the twist.
They stay on the ground. This time it's Johnson. And he takes this one in for a Lions touchdown. Ty Johnson, his first touchdown on the year. And the Lions take it right down and score on the opening drive. Extra point right down the middle. And that makes the score 7-0. The kickoff unit is out on the field, and they will send this one away. That'll be taken in the end zone. And no run back here. This will be a touchback, and it comes out to the 25-yard line.
Down. 50, plant. 51. Hey, watch the slant. Switch. Watch that. Joker. They go.
Here's the first carry for Kenyon Drake. And he is met in his tracks behind the line of scrimmage. That's going to go as a loss of a yard, and it'll be 2nd down.
Let's get it.
A loss of a yard there to start out. That leads to a 2nd and 11.
Man out. Rock it. Get it.
2nd and 11. And Thomas has it. And they're able to get this one across the 35. 14 yards into Chicago, first down.
First and 10 at the 38. Check that 6-6. Pull it high. Kill. SOS.
On first down, Patterson. And this will be incomplete. Physical play on the football there, and it's 2nd down.
That's very well timed there defensively, because it's not a bad throw, but the collision came at the exact time he was reaching to bring in the football. Really, really well done.
Decent offense, just better defense. I think you're right.
Ready.
They work again from the 38 on 2nd and 10.
Out. Check. Hey, Haywood. Mike 51.
To throw again, Patterson. Firing quickly here, and that's complete. That catch good for 5. It's third down. Now, Charles, what's the mindset here offensively? You gave up the touchdown pretty quickly. Would it have changed if you had gotten a stop and it would be 0-0 right now, or no?
I wouldn't think so. I think in most cases, just down a touchdown, you know, I mean, we're just getting started here. It should be a long way to go. You think to yourself, stick with the game plan, all the things you worked on in practice. But you have some teams that when they get down, their natural tendency is to aggressively strike back. And let's see if they want to get outside of the game plan we expect and try and be aggressive on their first series.
The last play on the completion got them half of what they needed. Now here's a tough 3rd and 5.
Watch the ship. Hey, watch the ship. Watch the ship. Under 10. Under 10. 10.
Operating from the gun. Patterson. Quick hitter here. It's complete. And he's going to get the first down as he covers up after a pretty good shot there. Give him 7 yards on the play as they do pick up the 3rd down conversion.
Ready? 51. On the ball. 49. Check 49. Check 49.
On first down, Drake. And they go backwards here, losing yardage back at the 48-yard line. The loss of a full 3 yards, and now it's 2nd down.
Ready. 15 line. 15 line. Bam. Ready.
To throw on 2nd down, Patterson. And that one got tipped, kind of threw everything off. It brings up 3rd.
Used to have a coach used to tell us all the time, those scouting reports aren't just to use up paper, guys. Well, nowadays, you know, we're watching a computer screen, right? They scouted this team very well. Know that they like to use the running backs in the passing game. They covered that play successfully.
Seventh play of this drive coming up, but a long way to go on 3rd down. And now the Lions going to stop us momentarily as they call a timeout. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this first quarter. Seventh play of this drive coming up, but a long way to go on 3rd down.
Rush in. Switch. Bravo. Say. Check hot route. Hot. Check. Look at me. Go. Check. Buzz. 61. Matchbox lights. Shoot.
From the gun, Patterson. And oh, look at that, a diving catch. And it's going to be another first down as they'll get him to the ground at the Lions' 38-yard line. And this should be the final play before the quarter ends. After one, 7-0 on EA Sports.
Come on, baby. Let's go. Ready, set.
So here's a 1st and 10 at the 38.
Check 26. Check deep grip.
Running from the shotgun with Drake. He'll be hit down at the 33, 5 yards on the play.
10-2 soft.
On 2nd down, it's Drake. And he'll be brought down at the 27-yard line.
Yeah, once more, strong running, excellent blocking at the point of attack. They've got a nice little drive brewing right here.
Come on. Check 3. Hey, Charlie. Lucky.
Throwing on 1st down. Patterson into double coverage, and it's intercepted. Picked off at the 19. And the return stops at the 39-yard line.
Yeah, he's just trying to throw this ball into the hole in the zone, but those windows can open and close quickly, especially in the middle of the field. So if the timing's not right, we'll see interceptions like that one right there.
Set.
The Lions offense ready to kick off their next drive. And they'll be looking to make this a 2-score advantage. Had the touchdown on their first drive, Charles. Hey, they can get up 2 scores here on the road. That's a heck of a start.
And not only have they thought about it, I wonder if they visualized it. I remember playing and they used to turn the lights out in our meeting room and run through a situation like this and say, just think about what it would be like to be up on the road and take the crowd out of it. Maybe they did some of that.
At the 39-yard line.
The run only got a yard. Here's 2nd and 9.
Check. Check 53, block. You better be afraid.
Johnson. He'll be stopped shy of the 45 despite a great move.
Brandon, all things considered, they have to feel pretty good about getting that type of a gain considering the blitz that they just had against them.
Let's go.
He'll drop to throw. Trying to get it to Beckham, and it's intercepted. Picked off with great anticipation. And a huge return as he'll take this one all the way down inside the 30-yard line. Unfortunately for him, if last week was any indication, we knew a pick was coming at some point. Last week it was interception after interception, and here we go again.
We actually quit counting last week at a certain point because I thought I was going to run out of fingers, all right, because I'm not all that skilled as a mathematician. But you're right. It felt like a matter of time, and you got to think that.
And he's going to go down. They get to him back at the 40.
Well, so much for setting the tone of the drive offensively. Giving up a big sack that loses that kind of yardage, not a great start.
Well, they're in some hot water now. After that sack, it's 2nd and 21. And we're going to get another timeout called by the Lions. That's their second, so they'll have one remaining here in this second quarter. We'll be right back.
Got it. Go on, go on. Hey, Sam off. Hey, orbit. Let's sit.
Looking to throw. Patterson. He almost had it. The big D lineman nearly had an interception. Instead, it falls down incomplete.
The name of the game is always on defense, put pressure on the quarterback. And that's exactly what they've done today. It looks like they've got him a little bit rattled. That would have been the second interception in the first half.
An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on third down.
Out. He's coming. We got double up. Wide.
Operating from the gun. Patterson. He's going to fire one deep left sideline. And that'll be incomplete. Well, they took their shot all right, but it comes up empty, and it's 4th down. Well, 3rd down, he tried to stay in bounds, did all he could. He caught it, but was led a little bit too far.
Yeah, and that's always difficult, isn't it? Because you know half of your body is trying to stay behind while the other half is reaching out, trying to catch the football. The top half worked. It was the bottom half that was in question.
These kickers now, it used to be that a 50-plus yarder was cause for celebration. Now seemingly automatic.
Yeah, isn't it funny when we prepare for a game, when you look at the backgrounds of these kickers, it's interesting, isn't it, to find out they were all-state quarterbacks, receivers, defensive backs, all-state wrestlers, right? Baseball players. We're finding athletes all along, and now they're just specialists putting it through the posts.
The Lions offense ready to kick off their next drive. A tale of two extremes already in this game. A touchdown pass on their opening drive followed by an interception last time out.
Now, it sounds like things balance out, right? What's that mythological thing that we do? If you have a candy bar, have a diet soda with it, it balances it out. And we know that's not really true, right? Because the interception, that sting lingers a little bit longer. Got to come out now and put together some nice plays.
It'll go as a gain of 25 on a play that started back at the 25.
It's a gain of 25 yards. And the Lions first down.
Let's go now. Switch the outlaws. Come on, baby. Let's see what you got.
They go back to Gordon here on first down. And that'll hurt the average a bit as this time they're able to get him behind the line. That's going to go as a loss of 2, and it'll be second down.
Here we go. Here we go. Touchdown. Drop deep, drop deep. Big ass, big ass, big ass.
Here we go on 2nd and 12. He'll let it go deep for Beckham. Oh, and this ball's tipped and intercepted. Chidobe Awuzie with a pick. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back.
Oh, and that's a nice job defensively to get a piece of the football. He's going to pop it into the air, and then it's the tip drill. And good concentration by him to react to it and pull in the interception.
They start on the ground with Nick Chubb. He's got a first down past the 30. As he'll get this one up to the 44-yard line. 25 yards the pickup there, and also a first down. 2 minutes to play in this first half. 7-3 our score. A reminder, once we hit halftime, as we do all season, we'll send it down to Jonathan Coachman in Orlando. He'll have all the stats and scores from games in progress around the NFL.
The best multitasker in the business, the coach.
7 yards on the pickup there, and it'll leave him with a 2nd and 3.
Well, no matter how they phrase it, staying on schedule, staying ahead of the sticks, whatever you want to call it, 7 yards on first down, that fits the bill.
Here we go. Chopper, chopper.
Looking to throw on 2nd down. Patterson, and he's got his man on the out route. 4 yards the pickup, first down. This quarterback now 5 out of 10, 50% throwing it. Not so hot, but he does have a first down.
Check 31, check 31. Ready?
From the gun, it's Drake. And he still has yet to get on track in this first half as they're going to stop him behind the line. It'll be a loss of 1, and that'll bring up a 2nd and 11.
Ready. 60 outlaw. Here we go. Hey, lock it. Hey, seam 6. Seam 6. Check the backer. Shoot.
From the gun, Patterson. And that'll be incomplete. Took a pretty good shot as he tried to pull that one in. Couldn't hang on, 3rd down.
Didn't have a receiver open downfield, and as it turned out, couldn't even find his outlet man because of the coverage. It was way too tight, unable to find anyone open.
Let's go.
An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on 3rd down.
Watch the air.
Operating from the gun, Patterson. He's going to find his tight end. That's Chris Herndon. And it's going to be another first down as they'll get him to the ground at the Lions 35.
Nice 7. 5.
On 1st and 10, Patterson. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. Now the Bears going to call the first of their timeouts as the clock will stop with 35 seconds to go in quarter number 2. And they need to work to at least get some of this yardage back after the sack. 2nd and 19.
Hey, Foxtrot. No.
Back to throw. Patterson. And that is incomplete. A lot of force bearing down on him there. He could not hang on. It's 3rd down.
They went with a dime look on defense. 2 extra defensive backs on the field and covered up essentially every blade of grass. That allowed them to disrupt the play.
Seventh play of this drive coming up, but a long way to go on 3rd down.
Watch the screen. Go. Hey. Go.
From the gun, Patterson. Thomas has got it. Complete. Touchdown, Chicago. A big play there. His 4th touchdown on the year. And the Bears have taken the lead.
And while that touchdown does not give them an insurmountable lead, it's still a lead, and that always feels good to a team.
They'd love to take that into the lockers, but a little time left on that clock, so some work to do.
I like that. I like how you're guarding against a letdown there.
Already looking forward.
Coaching them up from right up here in the booth.
Out is the kickoff unit as they run up and send this one away. This is fielded a couple yards deep. And the decision to bring it out is going to cost him about 7 yards all told as he's taken down back shy of the 20. The Lions offense ready to kick off their next drive. You're under 30 seconds to go. Field position not great. Time to call it a half, wouldn't you say?
Well, you know we all have that little extra gene that says let's push the envelope a little bit, right? What needs to be going through the play caller's mind right now, a potential fumbled snap that can get returned, a straight sack that can get returned, right? Any of those types of plays, that should be a deterrent to calling something that could get you in big trouble.
Set to resume. Here we go with the second half. The Bears holding the lead and ready to receive the kick. That's fielded in the end zone. And no run back here. This will be a touchback, and it comes out to the 25-yard line. The Bears offense ready to go for their next drive. They have the lead. Now they'll be looking to extend that lead.
And this is where I enjoy talking about one of my favorite subjects, tendency breakers, or counters as I also like to call them. You've done things in a certain way in the first half, and they've had ability to see what you've done. They're going to make their adjustments. So guess what? You adjust yourself and try and stay ahead of the pace because you are looking for some separation in this ball game.
The adjustment to the adjustment.
Without a doubt. Show them one thing, hit them with something else.
The last play got just a yard. Here's 2nd and 9 from the 26.
Check 99. Check 99. Check 37. Check 37.
Operating from the gun. Patterson. He gets it to Thomas. And he's taken down but able to slip across the 35. A Chicago first down there on a gain of 11. This quarterback now 8 of 15 through the air, but it's 1st and 10 here. They'll run with Drake. And this winds up a gain of 4 to the 41. In the first half, he was held in check on the ground, but despite that lack of production, they still have the lead.
Yeah, and they've got to feel fortunate about that. If they could actually get production from their lead horse, that would help open up this offense and widen this margin, too.
The run got 4. Now they deal with a 2nd and 6.
Check. Check forward.
Tight, Delta.
Second and 6. Complete to his running back, Kenyon Drake. And he'll be taken down across the 50 at the 45 in enemy territory. 14 yards into Chicago first down. On first down, it's Drake. 2 yards on the carry there. It'll be second down.
Well, they're hoping that the second half is better for him than the first half. They've got to find a way to get him going. He's a big part of their offense.
You got him.
The last run good for 2. Here's second and 8.
Give me that ball, defense. Give me that ball.
Get it ready.
Here's second and 8. Looking left side and completing it to Thomas. And it's going to be another first down as they'll get him to the ground at the Lions' 28. And a good quarterback facing zone coverage. If he has just a little bit of time to survey the scene, that's what's going to happen.
No doubt about it. If there's no pressure, he's going to continue to pick them apart because he'll have all that time to find someone open downfield. You can only cover for so long. So maybe they want to go to a zone blitz scheme. Get a little bit.
Now Drake loses the football.
Wow. That ball gets knocked free, but a teammate comes along and scoops it up. It's almost like baseball. Guys at bat, people are on base in scoring position. One guy doesn't get him home. The next guy comes through and picks him up.
And avoids the turnover.
50, plant. There. Look at me, zipper.
Watch twitch.
Watch me, Trevor.
To throw on second down, Patterson. And this one incomplete. Too much contact to hold on to that one, and it's third down.
We've seen good cover skills on display throughout this game, really from both teams. And there's another nice example there of them making it difficult to complete a pass.
So it's third and 6, and this will be the 8th play of the drive.
51, Mike.
Look at me. Go. Fight.
From the gun, Patterson. He throws and he hits the slant route to Thomas. They're able to convert on third down, and that sets up a first and goal. This quarterback now 5 straight completions here in this second half. First and 10.
Slam. Alert flex.
Smooth.
Right here, guys. Fight 51.
Look. Squeeze. Go.
Operating from the gun, Patterson. To the end zone, but it's incomplete.
I know you felt like saying touchdown there, didn't you, partner? That looked like a sure 6 points, but the contact jarred it free.
Got his hands on it, could not hold on through the end of the play. They'll go again here from the 10-yard line on second and goal.
Let's go, defense. Hey, man up, deep.
Go.
SOS.
Hey, exit.
SOS.
Go.
Throwing again, Patterson. And he is in. Touchdown, Chicago. Chris Herndon, his second touchdown on the season as the Bears push further out in front. A good, sustained drive there in this third quarter, capping it off with a touchdown to give them a nice 2-score advantage.
It was actually a fun one to watch, wasn't it? I mean, for me, seeing the mix of what they did, how they moved the ball downfield, very sharp, too. Each and every play seemed to be executed with great dispatch.
This will be taken to the back of the end zone. And he'll take it back to about the 19-yard line.
Let's go.
The Lions offense ready to kick off their next drive. And their halftime hole now even deeper, and they need a big drive here just to answer the first touchdown of the second half scored against them.
They were down at the half. Now, as you mentioned, they're down a little bit bigger, but no time for discouragement. Just got to get back to it, right? Put your shoulder against the boulder and start pushing and try and get back to where you were to start the half.
Meanwhile, they take a shot to start the drive, but this is going to wind up incomplete. The Pro Bowler Odell Beckham, the intended receiver, but it'll be second down. So after the incompletion on first, now second and 10.
Check tight, check tight. Check tight. Watch the ship. Boom. Watch the ship. Watch the ship. Under 10. Under 10. 10.
Here's Gordon. A good gain of 9 before he's brought down at the 28. This offense in desperate need of a conversion as they come up on third down. They'll try and run it. Here's Gordon. And he's taken down, but able to slip across the 35. That right there, a good sign for a team that's had trouble converting third down so far this year. They're in the bottom 5 in the NFL, but they come through there.
Yeah, and I bet if we put our guy Marvin on the case and say, Marvin, tell us where they rank on third and what, right? I bet they're in the top 5 in the league on 3rd and 5, 3rd and 6, 3rd and 7 or more, because that's how you end up not converting. Just too much yardage to pick up on third down.
Back to throw now on first down. He gets this one to Johnson. And he will lose yardage here to the 31-yard line. A check of the scoreboard there in the 3rd and Baltimore. And it's the Bills who are leading in that one. And we'll keep an eye on that one as our game goes along here. So they have the big loss on that first down pass play and facing a 2nd and long.
Hey, let's go.
Check. 53's Mike. Check. 53's Mike.
Let's go, tackle. Let's go. We got this. We got this.
Let's go. Let's go. Hey, we got Mike, number 53. Mike, 53.
Get it.
And here comes throw number 1 for the backup QB. This is intercepted. Picked off near the 44. And this return is going to be halted right around the 28-yard line.
Well, that's a drive killer right there. Not a really confident throw either. This one was kind of up for grabs, and it's going to come down the hands of the wrong team.
Let's go. 60 outlaw.
Let's go, defense. Let's go, defense. And who we got?
Here's Nick Chubb as they try to fire up this run game. And inside the 20 before he's brought down. A gain there of 12 yards and a first down for the Bears.
Boy, he does it at a high level, doesn't he? Because when I watch him, I think of his vision. Straight ahead, peripheral. Also has that sense of where holes are going to be before they actually open. I think that helps set him apart from many of the other backs in the league.
I got you. I got you, son. I got you. You're all mine.
They'll run on first down. Drake, and forget about finding a lane. He barely had time to look up before he was planted in the backfield. They'll wind up losing 3 yards here, and it'll bring up a 2nd and 13.
You ready?
51, Mike, 51. Target, 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 target. Set,
Hit it.
A give running right is Chubb. And he's able to work it here to the 8-yard line. They get 11 back on that one. It leads to 3rd down.
Well, partner, I know this type of running back. I mean, this size, this intensity usually gets better as the game goes on. I can just tell you from experience, the first few quarters, oh, you're eager. You come running up there, I'm going to tackle this guy. By the fourth quarter, you're coming up and thinking about it.
And D-line wearing down fourth quarter. Yeah, that's not a guy they want to see consistently. He needed 2, he got 1, and that's going to leave him with 4th down at a yard. Running for it, here's Chubb. And I'm not sure he got there. Did they stop him? They did. They'll get neither the touchdown nor the first down. And the Lions will take over. The Lions offense ready to kick off their next drive. And following the interception, just any interception, are you a little bit more cautious when you start that next drive, or no, you just throw that out the window?
I think you are. I don't think that there's any way you can run back out there and go, totally didn't affect me. Let's just go ahead and be loose with the football again. You're going to take care of it.
Into a double team, and it's intercepted. Picked up by Juan Thornhill. And to the 43. So down inside the 45 to the 43-yard line. That's where they'll take over.
The Bears take over 1st and 10 at the 43-yard line.
Here we go. Set. 60 or more.
Win championships, baby.
Check. X3. 218. Chopper. Hey, lock it. Shoot.
On 1st down, Patterson over the middle, open is Thomas. And he's going to get a solid gain of 9 before being brought down. 2nd and right at a yard.
Another nice pickup through the air, and I think a lot of people might expect him to run the ball in this situation, Brandon, but with this lead, they're electing to throw the football. Swings, slants, quick outs, things that they consider safe.
That last catch short of the marker by just a yard leaves him with a very manageable 2nd and 1.
80 weapons.
Double dog. That's the way. Check. Watch twins. Watch
Big Griffin.
A run for Nick Chubb. And he's going to get it down to the 33-yard line here. A gain of just a yard, but it's a 1st down.
Well, it is our business to analyze what we saw out there, and on that play, I saw a defense staying in base, not taking a chance, not blitzing in a situation when they absolutely need the football back. That's either a case of overthinking it or not thinking it through.
If you do blitz, do you have to be careful about where you're coming from, or are you just coming from all angles?
You have to be careful about where you're coming from, obviously, but at this stage, you have to take a few chances as well.
Chubb with a carry on 1st down. It's not going to yield much, maybe a yard. It's 2nd down. Credit him with a 1-yard gain there to make it 2nd and 9. Looking to throw on 2nd down. Patterson, he completes it to Evans. And only able to get 2 here, stopped at the 30.
A gain of 2 brings up 3rd and 7.
The Bears on 3rd down. They've been very good, 5 for 7 thus far. This is 3rd and 7.
Check, Nick.
Rock it. Hey, zoom. Let's go.
From the gun, Patterson. And he hits Drake. Consecutive gains of 1, 2, and now 3 yards. Brings up 4th down.
Whether you're playing West Coast offense or not, one of the maxims of the West Coast offense is you're either throwing a touchdown or a check down. In other words, look for the big shot, but be smart. I think they did exactly that on that play. They didn't get the 1st down, but they're taking care of the ball well.
Yeah, and being rightly cautious with that lead here in the 2nd half. Set now to kick this one away, and off it goes. That's fielded in the end zone. And he'll bring it back to just about the 25, call it the 24-yard line. The Lions offense ready to kick off their next drive. And last time wasn't pretty. One play and an interception. We'll see if they can do better.
I want to see if they want to go ahead and throw the ball again now on this drive after what happened on the last one. Throw it on the first play. Give the quarterback some confidence.
See what happens. Trying to shake off the interception from the last drive. He'll look to throw. And that's going to be incomplete. Too tough to hold on to that one. It's second down. We have not seen a whole lot of wide open receivers. Everything seemingly has been contested.
And that's another nice job there to force an incompletion. They've been very cohesive, knowing each other's moves all game long, and they've been on the spot just about every time.
And they've held them in check on the scoreboard.
Number 53, Mike 53. Too little.
Back to throw now on 2nd and 10. Throwing deep for Galladay. And that'll be incomplete. Good protection that time, and they couldn't hook up on the long one. Now it's 3rd down.
This defense was definitely alert to the possibility of the deep ball, and they were more than ready for it.
They've got the lead, 4th quarter. Maybe can expect more passes like that downfield. So back-to-back incompletions, and that has them staring at a 3rd and 10.
It's just me and you. It's just me and you. 31's the mic. It's our time. It's our time.
Now.
Don't get nervous now. We're beginning to clear you up. Don't get nervous.
He'll look to throw. And the throw there going to be incomplete.
And I think we'll probably see them go for it here on 4th down. No reason not to. Down a couple of scores, they have to try and make something good happen.
And they're indeed going to go for it here on 4th down. So trailing here in the last quarter. Let's see how this plays out.
Watch the screen. Watch the screen. Watch the screen.
Got to try it here. He's back to throw. And he gets it to Funchess complete. The time to pull out the stops is now, and they convert there on 4th down. Clock management definitely critical here if they want to get back in this game.
Absolutely agreed. They have to up the tempo in this case, down a couple of scores. Want to make sure they have a chance to win this ball game.
This quarterback now just 1 of 6 since coming in, but that last one good enough to get him a 1st down.
Hey, team 6. Team 6.
31's the mic. Hey, watch the screen. Watch the screen. Watch the screen. 31's the mic.
Now back to throw. Going for the deep ball. That's caught inside the 20. And they'll wind up getting this one all the way down inside the 20. 39 yards there, a big one.
6-6. Bullet pop.
First down.
Ready?
From the red zone now, they'll look to throw. And this is intercepted, and that should do it. Chidobe Awuzie with a pick. And he'll take this across midfield and inside the 45.
Partner, we always talk about possessions being at a premium in these games, and now in this situation, throwing an interception here when you have to claw your way back in, that one's going to hurt, and in a big way.
Watch the curl. Watch the curl. He's coming. He's coming.
On 1st down, they'll run with Chubb. He's got the 1st down here inside the 30. And he'll finally be taken down at the 2-yard line. A big play that time out of Chubb. Give him 42 yards on the ground. 2 minutes left to play in this football game here on EA Sports. So the Bears with the football here as we welcome you back. They've got it 1st and goal in a game that appears to have already been decided. They'll give it to Chubb, and he'll get into the end zone. Touchdown, Chicago. Nick Chubb with touchdown number 8 on the year. And the Bears use the short field to their advantage as they cash in for 6. Point after, right down the middle. And that pushes the lead up to an even 20. The kickoff team on the field now as they will send this one away. This will be taken to the back of the end zone. And And the decision to come out is going to cost him 5 as he's taken down right at the 20.
At their own 20-yard line.
The Lions offense ready to kick off their next drive. They've lost this one. Their offense has struggled. Do they try to put together something here at the end just to take into next week?
Yeah, sometimes teams want to do that and coaches want to. I remember one time I was on a team.
And his pass is intercepted for the 4th time today. Picked off at the 35. All smiles and high fives on that defensive sideline. That interception will cap off what was truly a tremendous performance.
Yeah, if you can hold a team to 7 points in the NFL, that's the kind of day that you feel really good about. Now, I do know a few guys are going to think to themselves, held them to 7. If we'd made one more play, could have had our shutout. They tried a quick hitter inside, but that one was swallowed up because what they're hoping, those big defensive linemen will take the bait and move laterally and open up a crease that they can run through. Didn't happen on that play.
The last run got 3. Now here's 2nd and 7. And again, it's Chubb. They're going to snuff this play out behind the line. We have not seen that much today. They'll wind up losing 3. And now it's 3rd down.
Well, Brandon, he's had a great day, but sometimes the other guys make a play against you. What's that expression they like to use in the NFL? Those guys get paid too, you know.
Yeah, in college they say, hey, they're on scholarship too. In the NFL, they're getting paid too. With the day he's had, you can have one going the wrong direction. They're able to convert on 3rd down, and that sets up a 1st and goal. Well, they probably don't need to run a play here, but you wonder if they're going to be able to resist on 1st and goal.